don't want to be a strong, independent woman.
I don't want to be a strong, independent woman no more. No more.
I am so sick of being told how strong I am. Because I'm not strong and I don't want to be strong.
This whole I'm a strong, independent black woman and I don't need no man, I'm fucking done with it.
I don't want to work, okay? I don't want to be Miss Independent. I don't want to be a boss babe. I don't want to have a business. I don't want to have a career. I don't want a job. I want nothing. I'm tired.
INDEP. Like, no, I don't want to do that anymore. Okay? HELPME me. Like, no. Give me the soft life. Come help me. Come save me. Come. Because I'm tired of this. I'm tired.
The whole strong, independent, I don't need no man narrative is failing women. And now, many are realizing they can't do it all alone anymore.
I swear, if I could go back in time and tell the woman that stood up for our right to work.
I fell for the boss, I could do everything by myself, that hyper independent bullshit.
I don't want to be a hardworking woman. I don't know who signed us up to be independent and hardworking, but y'all can have it.
I don't want to be an independent woman no more, okay? I'm tired.
Am I good at being independent? Yes. Do I want to be? No.
I'm 31 now, and I still don't have kids. I still don't have a family. I was focused on trying to get after the bag and all this.
More and more women are waking up.
Hey, Shalom Akim. I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto the Heavenly Father Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone for teaching us truth and for ruling well. And peace salutation to all you Akim out there pushing and defending His gospel throughout the four corners of the earth. As well as to the believers anyhow, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, the men as well as the women, the hopeful elect. And this is the brother Kahan alive from the GMS Hawaii. And I wanted to do a lesson inspired by, this video I came across and another video from the Bishop Elder Ayatan, which he made a reply to Elder Apostle Gabar's video speaking on these women, and ultimately, how the closer and closer we get to Jacob's trouble, the closer and closer we get to the end, we're going to start seeing these women being humble, man. Because you had Esau, prompting up this wicked idea that, that women are independent and that they don't need no man, and especially amongst our community, amongst you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and that ultimately helped destroy our households, and you have these women that are extremely proud. You had these women, gathering abroad, being whores, doing, pretty much whatever they wanted to do in wickedness, in the name of liberty and being freed and having, woman power. But now we're starting to see, as the economy gets, rough, as as world politics and world conflicts come about, we're starting to see how life is not as they painted it to them. There's a song in Spanish. It's referring about love, but you could use the analogy here, and the song says, translated, says the guy painted you little birds flying in the air, meaning like, he deceived her into making her fall in love with him, or to get the box. But this is what Esau did to you women. He pretty much fucked you over, man. He gave you the narrative of independent woman and, being self-sufficient and all this. But in reality, he was all setting you up for a trap. Let's read this real quick and we'll keep speaking on this. This is Isaiah 32 and verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail. The gathering shall not come. Right? And back in the day, the gathering, it was, symbolic of harvest. That's when when you had harvest season. That was like the time of plenteousness, in a farm. That's when you ate the best crops. You had plenty food. You were able to indulge a little bit more than when it was like, off season. Because the fruits or the crops, the whatever you're sowing, it was fresh and you had a lot of it. And that's symbolic to, these women having all these liberties, money. Give me a second. So again, Isaiah 32 and 10, it says, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. In the NLT, it gives you a good breakdown. It says, in a short time, just in a little more than a year, you careless ones will suddenly begin to care. For your fruit crops will fail, and the harvest will never take place. Again, we saw, many years, these women, being what they would call themselves entrepreneurs, online creators, influencers. And what were they doing with that liberty, with the so-called fruits of their labor? Wickedness, more and more wickedness. They were getting proud against their husbands, women getting divorced, just getting married, having kids, and then getting divorced just for money. You see, leaving behind daughters or male sons, to Esau's wicked society, man. And the Wadiyah Bashimel Shah 144 right there, it says, woman at 144 of this video, how big is the bag? First, I look at the purse. You see, and again, one of them mentioned that they were chasing what after the bag? Money. Money became their God. Money became the thing that they desired most. And now they're old. Now they're starting to see in these rough times that we're going through worldwide, because it is rough times. People might not see it as rough times because they're still eating, they're still working. But guess what? In global affairs, there's a lot of things happening, man. That affect the prices of food, the prices of all these commodities that people are used to. And they're starting to feel the burn. That's why you see them crying, talking about, I don't want to be independent and all of this and all of that. Well, too bad. And like Bishop Elder Ayatan was saying, like, look, in the times of Isaiah 4:1, brothers is gonna have we're gonna have to have a filter, man, a filtration system, just like these women do now. In times of prosperity, when they had all the money, when they had the pick of the litter, these women wasn't dating just anybody. You had to be 6'6", make $100,000 a month, be charming, be funny, be handsome, have a six-pack. So the same thing during the time of Jacob's trouble, Isaiah 4:1, we're going to have a tough filtering system, man. these women are gonna try to be the most opportunistic as they ever been. Oh shit, this guy has his shit together. He's not tripping out. He didn't get drafted to the war. Fuck, we're gonna go with him. But guess what? We're gonna have the spirit of the Lord on us to discern who to take under our arm, you know. And a lot of these women that today would call themselves the pick of the litter in today's world, you're gonna be left out, because we ain't looking for that. We're not looking for these BBL big titty bitches that think that they're, you know, the golden ticket. Nah, man, we're gonna be looking for who? For the humble women that really are seeking to be, you know, or guided by a man of the Lord, you know. And the rest of you, hey, the vintage shall fail. It says the gathering shall not come. Verse 11, tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and grind sackcloth upon your loins. And sackcloth being representative of what? Of mourning. So you're going to be mourning in those days because of, again, all the wickedness you've been doing. You're going to sow the rewards of that, man. Isaiah 4:1, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. And you seen this woman right here, this one right here, you know, she said, what? Oh, I'm 31, which 31, I mean, you already getting up there. Like my man Kevin Samuel said, if you 30 and over, you're entering the danger zone, you know. And she was saying that, you know, I'm 31, no kids, no husband. I got fooled by the idea of chasing the bag, and now you alone. Now that the economy is getting a little bit rough, you women are starting to see what it feels like to actually have to work for everything, you know, because dudes are not giving up money like that no more in OnlyFans pages. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of shit happening, man, because, you know, when men have money, they spend it, but they're not stupid like women. Yeah, they're not gonna be spending all of their money. You know, whatever extra cash you have, you want to indulge yourself, men do that. I mean, there's dummies out there that do spend the money, but, you know, when the economy's bad, when money's short and shit, you're gonna start, you know, cutting off those expenses. And these women are feeling that shit, man. Fuck, we live out here in Hawaii. Hawaii's crazy expensive. Food is expensive. Gas is expensive. You ain't going out every weekend to spend money on these hoes. Hell no. So the same thing is happening worldwide, man. Especially, you know, if dudes are like, what, middle class and whatnot, you're starting to cut expenses and focusing on what's important. And these women out here, they're not important, man. If you ask me, would I rather eat or would I rather go on a date with a bad bitch? Fuck that bitch. We're gonna eat, because she's not gonna save me. She ain't gonna provide energy for me. So, hey, again, that's the type of energy you're gonna have in these days, man. And again, these women are all gonna be fighting, as it says right here. Let's read it in the NLT. In that day, so few men will be left that 7 women, which means a complete number of women, will fight for each man, saying, let us marry you. We will provide our own food and clothing. Only let us take your name so we won't be mocked as old maids. You see? And that's exactly what this woman was saying. Let's see what else the comments say. I think I seen one too that caught my attention. Somebody had mentioned, right here. It says, funny how during economically prosperous times, women are very independent and entitled to their own money. And when economy is getting a bit tighter, they tend to move towards stable situations, you see? So when when they have liberty to gather abroad, when they have money, they become whores. But then when shit starts getting tight, now they want a husband. Now they want to settle down. Now they're tired of being independent and boss bitches, man. But at the end of the day, you know, you're going to be left out if you don't get right. And majority over women, again, they're out here whoring, and doing wickedness, man. Selling private content, you know, just wickedness overall, man. And if you don't get right, you don't repent and come back to the Lord and humble down, because that's what this is. This is a humbling for the women. You know, you've got propped up by Esau so high on the pedestal that you really think that you are the prize, and you're really not. You're gonna be shown the hard way that you're not. So hey, with that, I hope that the lesson was edifying. Again, all praises, honor, and glory going to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakadash. Till next time, Lord willing, I'll say shalom.